Oh, hello, and welcome to this week's vlog. Oh, just caught me reading one of my many books that I read all the time. I'm going to start this vlog talking about the grenade spread, the white chocolate spread. I'll put it on the screen somewhere on the screen. Great idea. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice that I've been melting grenade bars and spreading them on things for a while. So thank me later. Grenade sponsorship, all that stuff. One problem I do or may have with it, depending on how it goes, is let's be realistic. For that to be useful and beneficial, you're gonna have to weigh it, measure it out before you spread it on, whenever you spread it on. I think 95% of the people who buy that aren't going to measure it, weigh it out, and they're just going to put it on and go, oh, protein, healthy, fine. So just a good topic to start with. This video is, even if you're going to have quote-unquote healthy food and supplements like that, it's probably best if you measure them and keep track of the calories. At the end of the day, if you overeat calories in healthy foods or in bad foods, you're still overeating calories. But yes, see me in the next clip. Friday morning, just got into work. I've got a client in like 10 minutes. It's now currently 25 to 7. I've already put my food in for today, so normally it's something I do on my fitness pal. I'll come in, I've put in what I'm gonna have for lunch and what I've had for breakfast, and then kind of see how many calories I've got left. So for me, I aim to eat around 3,200 calories a day, around 350 grams of carb, around 90 to 100 grams of fat, and then 200 to 230 grams of protein, which is quite a lot, but I'm 6'5" and I weigh 90 kilos. So that's, you know, it's relative, it makes sense, and I'm also very active. I think that I'm going to go into Nando's this evening. So I know that Nando's generally can be quite high fat, depending on what you pick, but basically I'm saving myself as much of everything that I can so that I've got good options when I get there. But yeah, I'll show you what I get when I get there. Saturday morning, about to pick up the troops. Christchurch FC, we have a game. This video's been a lot about food, and something that we have, a little ritual, is one guy gets the Y Monsters, one guy gets the boosts, and I drive. That's petrol money. But yeah, so that's another thing. We like caffeine. If you're going to train, you're going to do something specific, sport specific, where you need to perform. It's not all just about starving yourself and barely being able to get through the workout. But you're burning calories. Sometimes you want to perform, you want to be able to work as hard as you can, right? For me, being athletic and sporting is much more interesting than looking shredded or whatever. But yeah, so we're going to get caffeine down our necks, and then we're going to run around a football pitch for an hour and a half like lunatics. Squad rolling deep. You got the monsters, Luke?
I'll come and join you.
Time to pick up supplies for the week. Food prep is key. I couldn't stress how important it is to food prep. If you've got the food already made, prepared, ready to go, then you're less likely to make mistakes. However, if you are looking for snacks, this is one of my favourites. So I get this salted popcorn from Tesco's. In that whole bag, there's 487 calories, 44 grams of carb, 26 grams of fat, 8 grams of protein. You don't have to have the whole bag, but basically, it's a good snack because there's quite a lot. It fills you up. You feel full for eating it. I think the main reason that people fail on the diet, if they haven't prepped, or even if they have prepped, they're looking for snacks and they don't know what's going to fill them up. Salt popcorn's not a bad idea. The other classics, the good things like celery sticks, carrots, fruit, but not too much. People kind of overdo fruit as a snack, in my opinion, because it is obviously quite high in carbs. But just thoughts, take them. So I guess this whole video has been about food. I'm sorry it's not been the most exciting video, but the next one's going to be pretty good. I'm going to be in Jersey and in France. And it's not been too much scenery, it's kind of been me in this room or in a different room. But the point I want to make about food, guys, is that it's not an exact science and it's different for different people. People have different body types, they react differently to different types of food, high carb, low carb, high fat, low fat, whatever. You've got to find what works for you, and that does come from a bit of trial and error, but also when it comes to trial and error, that's not a week, that's not 2 weeks, that's maybe 4 weeks minimum, 6 weeks really, to see if something's having a good effect. And you've got to be consistent with it. Don't lie to yourself. There's no point saying, oh, I've tracked my macros and you haven't, or I've stayed low carb and you haven't, or whatever it is. It's just very important to kind of do things, try them out, see what works best for you, see what gives you the most energy, the least energy, whether that's intermittent fasting, whether that's carb backloading, whether that's tracking your macros, whether that's just eating clean. Whatever it is, you just got to find it, you've got to do it. I find for me, the best thing is if it's your macros, I can eat kind of bit more variety here and there when I do. I am quite boring, and anyone who has me on my fitness pal or any of my clients know that I'm a really boring eater, but I find that gets the best results for me, and I'm more interested in being able to perform and to look athletically than I am in cakes on the regular. But of course, I will have the cakes and biscuits when I can on a cheat day or whatever. But yeah, that's kind of the whole topic of this video. Food Glorious Food. Just find what works for you, stick to it, be consistent. Give it 6 weeks. Otherwise, you're not knowing really what's happening to your body. Say you're 28 years old, you're overweight, you're not happy. It's taking you 28 years to get there. So you think that's going to change in 2-3 weeks? It's not, is it? You've got to really put the work in, put the effort in, and you will achieve what you want. But yeah, stay tuned for next video. This one's been a bit plain and boring. I will admit that, but it's been more information about food, about interesting topic, I suppose food is. So it's just about getting that fit for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and please follow us on Instagram, CDF Fitness, the days they don't see.